Hey friends, this is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for the new moon eclipse in Sagittarius, December the 4th. It is the 4th, the eclipse has already occurred, and I'm just reading the new energies that are coming in. Pretty powerful stuff. I know I've been like on a cleaning frenzy all day. I have this urge to clean up old projects and straighten out cabinets, and it's almost like, you know, I need fresh energy in my home. I'm cleaning up any kind of residual little, just for example, going to get super glue in order to fix my lid on my teapot that got broke. It's like I don't want anything residual. I'm all that old waiting energy. It's just like fix it, clean it, organize it, purge it, just give stability to your environment, and, you know, reach out to folks you need to talk to, clean up the loose ends. That's the energy that I'm feeling. So I'm just going to do a reading, and I'm going to let it unfold. These are the decks that I have for this reading, and I'll just decide as I go which ones to use. So remember, this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what does not. And let's get started for this new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. From nothing to everything. From nothing to everything. Let's see, it's a number 16 card, so it's a 7. And let's see. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. That's kind of the energy, is starting fresh, turning over into a new chapter, and then now you have all the residual energy cleaned up, and you're a blank page to start fresh. Let's see what jumps out at me. There are moments on the path of love that seem to focus on letting go of identities, of knowledge, and of certainty, of opinion, and even attempts at control. We may feel as though we are being stripped back to our core, and even then, perhaps further still. We may wonder if we can bear it. What shall, if at all, remain intact through these new rigors? We may feel challenged every time we attempt to become something great, as though we are blocked by circumstances beyond our control. Again and again, it is through a greater hand smacks our wrist the moment we try to take hold of something firmly, someone, anything that brings us a certainty or inner stability. We are the rigors at an advanced stage on the path. We meet the challenge when our soul is ready for it. So basically, it's like just release. Surrender, release, try not to control people, circumstances, just kind of clean up any residual energy and create a blank, energetic page for you to begin this new chapter. Okay, so let's see what we might, energies we might be dealing with. And then we'll figure out through the tarot what they mean. Well, the top card is the Lover. That is a number 5 card. So something is going to change in the Lover. With love, all things are possible, for love replaces your confusing doubts and weakening fears with faith in yourself and others. So loving yourself, loving others, that is going to create change. The Initiate. This is a 18 card, which is a 9. Acknowledge what you do not know and learn with a beginner's mind so you can become accepted as an authority one day. So this might be just a new, deeper level of understanding of being a more conscious lover. And the Detective. That is a 39 card, which is an 11. Look past the veil of illusion that someone is trying to pull over your eyes. Tell someone That someone could be you. So examine your own assumptions. The detective. So we have the lover, the initiate, and the detective. From nothing to everything. So it just feels like releasing control, releasing that urge to control everything, to know the outcomes, to feel that certainty of what's going to occur is just, you just need to, for right now, let go of that and let the universe guide you. So let's pull a couple of tarot on these. It feels like these are separate energies to me. So this feels like almost Seven of Swords energy. So I'm going to pull tarot on each of these cards. How about the lover? What is that in reference to? The Five of Pentacles. This is someone feeling alone, perhaps lost, perhaps abandoned. Too many. And the petal that's falling from the rose kind of looks like a tear. So there's some sadness here in this being this lover. Justice and Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. The Justice in this card is an 8 card, which is usually the strength card in traditional tarot. But Justice here, the sword, is kind of just coming right down the middle of these two. This is like yin and yang. Balance. Justice can also mean like a divorce, like the splitting of these two halves, these two people. So it feels as though there's been a divorce here. And the Son of Wands is the Knight of Wands, and that's usually somebody who is a little maybe reckless and irresponsible, that was maybe somewhat deceitful, not really acting in a responsible manner. Maybe that's this person here, pulling, you know, some sort of veil, illusion. For love replaces your confusing doubts and weakening fears with faith in yourself and others. So it feels like yourself, the faith in yourself has been shaken. After this, it feels like a divorce. So the initiate, what is this about? Okay, we have the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. So success over some sort of conflict. I'm going to put this here. You've accomplished something that involves some conflict, or you've overcome some conflict, and now you're rising above it. And this is the initiate. This is you've learned a lesson. This is taking you to a new level. The lesson is helping you to understand things and see things at a different level from your conscious mind as you awaken. Let's see. What else about the initiate? The initiate is just, it's like you... It's like you're a brand new beginner at this level of ascension. Here is the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Very emotional, very protective of their emotions. Perhaps there was there's some emotional vulnerability because you feel kind of new and raw in this new circumstance. The Fool, well, there's the new circumstance right there. Okay, so what about this detective? There was somebody that was trying to cast an illusion, trying to convince you of something. There is the Six of Cups. Could be a soulmate connection. That's what that card, how I read that card. Past life soulmate. Two of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups, the Mother of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Okay, so this feels like this was some sort of a soul connection, a deep soul connection, could be twin flame, that really kind of shattered your belief system. You really believed that you were soulmates. You intuitively knew that. And what they did, this kind of veiled, irresponsible behavior that created this breakup, could be a divorce, could be the ending of a long-term commitment, is now, there's some remorse there, but you're like protective. You're guarded. When we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, so it feels like the World, yeah. I was just about to say, bottom of the deck is the World. It feels like that is the end of a new cycle. We have the World and the Fool. So this has ended. The result of it is this probably divorce or breakup because of some irresponsible behavior, and maybe you made a quick rash decision and just said, I'm done. And so you feel like you are starting back at zero, which you feel like you lost everything, from nothing to everything. But you are now awakening to your soul's journey, to the discovery of self-love, that frequency of self-love, and you're able to kind of leave this in the past now with this eclipse energy. I'm going to pull this out, put this here. So that's the end of this story, but now you have the Fool. So let's see what else. I'm going to take the Chakra Oracle. At one point you were devastated, but now you're ready to move on. When this ended, you felt like you'd lost everything. It felt like you'd lost your connection, your soulmate. It was a separation, a purposeful separation. They had learning to do, you had learning to do. You got caught up in the devastation, and now you're kind of coming out of that, realizing that separation, periods of separation are part of the journey. All right, let's see what comes out on this side for another message or a continuation. Self-worth. Absolutely. You're learning your self-worth, which is everything. Gossip. And actually, this came out in the reverse, so I'm going to put it back in the reverse. Gossip. There's been some gossip about this situation that compromised your self-worth. Maybe this person, what I've just heard was this person had a kind of a celebrity status. And, you know, the public tends to side with the celebrity. And you felt like through the gossip, it had really compromised your self-worth. But now that's over. You know, it's old news now. And you persevered through it. And now you're discovering your self-worth because of this situation. And I'm not saying be grateful for it, but I am saying it is teaching you a very valuable lesson that you have to learn in order to ascend, and that is to love yourself. because you cannot have the ability to unconditionally love others if you don't love yourself. I mean, that's just fundamental here on this path. All right, so I'm going to take this card, the Sun. There's your happy outcome. This is from nothing to everything. Look at that. You're just beaming now. You're beaming. You've overcome. You've been successful. You persevered through this. Even though there was some regret and some remorse and feeling left out and feeling like you lost everything, you learned a lot. What else? What else do we need to know? I mean, I could really end it there, but we'll take this card. Here we have the Eight of Swords and the Daughter of Wands, the Page of Wands. And what I think is interesting in this card, look at the chrysalis there that is turning in, almost ready to hatch into a beautiful butterfly. See, we had this butterfly. I told you had overcome this. This is the Six of Wands, success. You are here. You were trapped in this energy of this kind of crisis in your life. But during that process, you transformed with the lessons that you learned. And now you're about to come out of this chrysalis and take action to create this blank page, this new life, this new fresh start, where you are now really in the energy of everything. And then here we have the Father of Pentacles, the King of Wands, or I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles. You are now going to take charge of your abundance, of your life, of what you manifest. One more card, please. There it is. Death. Like how it just kind of flew over here. This is the Death card. Transformation. This is the ending of the old cycle. And it flew on this side. So this is over. You have the World card and Death. And the Fool. So you are on this blank page. You're this brand new, just hatched chick. And you are just absolutely now going to venture out into the world and turn into this beautiful swan. That's what you're manifesting. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. No kidding. It definitely feels like Tower energy. Everything just shifted for you. All right, so let's pull a couple of messages from your guides. I believe that's this deck. Yes, messages from your guides. And let's see if there's some advice from Spirit on, so proud of you for the perseverance. So proud of you for, pulling yourself and getting into this really accomplished energy, overcoming energy. Patience is a virtue. Patience with yourself. Have patience with yourself. It takes time to go from nothing to everything. Thoughts create your reality. Definitely, you had a shift of mindset in your self-worth, which creates a new, abundant reality. This was that shift of, now you've discovered your self-worth. And love is your energy. Beautiful. And look at how these two cards match. So thoughts create your reality. So make your thoughts loving towards yourself. Make sure that when you express your inner dialogue, that it is from a position of loving yourself as the lover. Because this is the lesson that you've learned. And now this is a brand new skill for you. So you're going to have to be kind of cognizantly aware. Also, the bottom of the card, and this came out in the pre-shuffle, by the way, forgive yourself. Awesome. You may not have been perfect through this paradigm shift, through this loss, through this challenge that you went through, but now you have a brand new opportunity to create yourself in this new paradigm, this new perception of self-worth. And that's exciting. Okay, this is take care of yourself. Positive affirmations. Remember when I just said your self-talk, your inner dialogue, make sure it's positive. Use your thoughts from a loving perspective, of a self-loving energy. That's going to propel you through this and create and manifest this everything. Spend time with animals. That, and look at how we have the stag here and the stag here. Maybe you work with animals. Maybe you've always wanted to work with animals. Maybe you're a pet sitter or a vet, and you are creating abundance through spending time with animals, because that is unconditional love. Animals generate unconditional love, and it really is healing. Hydrate, very important, as well as energy work. So make sure that you're taking in enough fluids. Water-based beverages generally is what I tell my clients when I do my life coaching. And then energy work. So those are some suggestions on how you can really maximize your outcomes here. I'm going to leave it there. Namaste.